It's raining.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate the opportunity to come out here today, and we're very excited that ABATE has chosen Camp John Warble as their 2009 charity of choice. Camp is a wonderful thing, and I can assure you that the resources that you provide will go a long, long way. I have asked one of our physicians from camp to come tell you about camp, and his name is Dr. Henry Rodriguez.
Thank you, Jackie. I'm a little jealous, though. I didn't get the musical intro. What I usually do, but no, that's all right. That's all right. I actually just really want to thank all of you guys, and there's no way that in 4 or 5 minutes I can really give you a sense for what camp means to a variety of folks. Last year we had over 150 kids with type 1 diabetes attend camp, and it has 3 major positives, and they're all positive. One is the fact that for a week, these kids get to have fun at camp, just like every other kid. And so they go swimming at the lake, they go on hikes, they play soccer, they do all the things that kids normally do at camp. And you have to imagine, a child getting up in the morning, having to test their blood sugar, having to give their insulin, worried about how much they're going to eat at breakfast. And the same thing happens again at lunch, and many times if they're running around a lot, they need a snack. By and large, these are kids with type 1 diabetes, which means that the only way that they survive from day to day is to get injections of insulin. And so, imagine a child that may not have a classmate at school that has diabetes, and they feel singled out. And to be able to go someplace where, guess what, there's over 150 kids just like them. And they're all doing the same thing. So imagine, if you would, all these cabins, all the kids coming out first thing in the morning, kind of sleepy-eyed and rolling out of their sleeping bags, and they're all testing their blood sugar, and they're all taking their insulin just like everybody else. So that's advantage number 1. That's a tremendous benefit. Now, take the parents. The parents have had this child, and some of these kids are diagnosed for just a few weeks, some of them for 10 or more years. And they've had to help their child do all these things every single day. And they have to worry about whether they leave them with a babysitter, or even at school, whether someone's going to be able to help them if they have a low blood sugar because they took their insulin and didn't get enough food, or if they feel sick and their blood sugars are high and somebody has to give them insulin, all that. Now imagine that family being able to say, you know what, I'm going to take them to a place where they're going to have fun, and they're also going to be really well looked after. Why? Because guess what? A lot of the docs at Riley Hospital that I work with, and I'll just give you, I help direct the pediatric diabetes clinical program at Riley, and we follow about 2,000 kids, mostly with type 1 diabetes. And so we take a week out of our summer, and we go up there, and it's the doctors, and it's the nurses, and it's the dietitians, and we've got students, and they all are focused on taking care of their children. And so having a parent realize that for some of these parents, it's the only week out of the year where they can basically say, I'm going to take my child someplace, and they're going to have fun, but they're also going to be really well taken care of, and I'm not going to have to worry about it. And so that's a tremendous benefit. That's benefit number 2. And benefit number 3 is a little bit selfish in my regard, because we have students there, medical students, pharmacy students, dietary students, and these folks, for them, it is the best opportunity for them to learn what it's like for a child to have type 1 diabetes. So they may take all sorts of courses, and they may know all about insulin and so forth, but literally to spend time, most of these kids, I call them kids, I'm getting old now, but most of these students are in the cabins with the kids. So if they have a low blood sugar in the middle of the night, they see what they have to go through. And they see what they have to go through to get their blood sugar checked and so forth. And I can't tell you, when I meet with students, and even with doctors that are now in their pediatric training, and I tell them, listen, this is the best opportunity you're going to have to learn about diabetes. Because reading it in a book, or seeing a patient just for 15, 20 minutes in the clinic doesn't do it justice. So that's one reason why, at Riley Hospital and across, the country, but particularly at Riley Hospital here in Indiana, we're so thrilled to have this opportunity and thrilled to have your support, because it benefits these kids tremendously, it benefits their family, it benefits the doctors that and the other healthcare professionals that are going to participate in the care of these children. So I just wholeheartedly want to thank you for your support, and you know, it allows us to do what we love to do. So thank you once again.
I just want to add one quick thing. 2009 is a great opportunity for you to get involved with the ADA in Camp John Warble. As Henry said, last year we took about 150 kids at camp. In 2009, because our host camp, YMCA Camp Crosley, bought a neighboring camp and built some new cabins, we'll be able to take an additional 80 campers this year. And the cost of camp is about $1,000 per child. We ask families to pay a small portion of that. However, if they cannot pay that amount, we offer them camperships. No child is ever turned away because his or her family cannot afford to come to camp. So we appreciate you very much, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you.